All right, so in this video, we're going to go over peer-to-peer payment apps, okay? We're going to define what they are, and we're going to go over a series of the different peer-to-peer payment apps and talk about which one might be best for you, okay? So first off, what are they? So they're also called P2P payment apps, okay? Person-to-person payment apps, etc. All right, it allows you to send money quickly and easily to friends, family, and other users of the app. Sometimes you can use these with retailers too. When you're out shopping. You can link a bank account and in some cases a credit or debit card. All right, and a few examples that we're going to go over: Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, but we're also going to go over a few others in this video as well. All right, how do they work? First off, you're going to set up an account. Once you've set up an account, you're going to log into the app and you're going to initiate transfers or request receipt of transfers. You will need the other person's email address, username, or cell phone number. Make sure you enter the information correctly if you're sending money. Any typo could lead to the money going to the wrong person. All right. You're going to set the amount that you want to send and initiate the transfer. Okay. With some apps, excuse me, the money will go directly into the account of the individual receiving the transfer. Otherwise, you're going to have to transfer the money from the app to your bank account. Okay. All right, which one should you use? So I'm going to go over a few of these here. Each peer-to-peer payment app has its strong points. Some are better for retail use. We'll go over those. Some are better for money going directly to your banking account. Some are better because they're linked to your email or your smartphone, for example. And some are better because you might prefer a certain brand, okay? Everybody has their likes and dislikes, and you might like one app more than somebody else might. All right, first one I'm going to talk about here is Venmo. Okay, you can see the logo there for Venmo. Venmo kind of has a social media feel. You can see other users who are using Venmo, who are in your contacts, who are friends of yours on certain social media apps, etc. And you can see who they're transferring money to and maybe what those transfers are for. All right, you can comment on transfers or you can like transfers. It's used by a lot of people, including probably many of your friends. I think there's up to 40 million people now using Venmo, okay? And Venmo offers a debit card. You can use that Venmo debit card and link to your Venmo account if you'd like, all right? You can receive discounts from certain vendors. If you opt into the Venmo debit card, when you use that, certain vendors are going to provide discounts to you, all right? The next one is Zelle. Okay, Zelle's affiliated with a lot of banks and institutions. All right, a lot of times the money can be transferred directly into your account. So if I receive a payment from somebody from Zelle, it goes right into like a Bank of America account or a Capital One account or something like that. Okay, it saves you time. It eliminates the step of transferring money from the app to your bank account. So that's a great feature for Zelle. You get your money more quickly because of that. All right, and then we're going to move on to Cash App. Okay, a lot of younger people are using Cash App now. You can send money with your Cash App balance or your bank account. All right, you can receive a Cash App debit card. They have that as well. You can opt into that, but you don't have to. All right, you can receive what's called cash boosts, which are discounts from certain vendors. All right, and Cash App is great for investors. Okay, you can use your balance within the app to invest in stocks and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Dogecoin, etc. All right. Next is PayPal, which is kind of the original of the P2P payment apps. It's great for online shopping and e-commerce. It's really how it got its start. Okay. You can link a bank account, debit card, credit card to make payments. Okay. You can also make payments with your balance. If you're receiving money from PayPal or through PayPal, you can use that to make payments. You can use that to send money to other people. And you can also make payments using what's called PayPal Credit. All right. PayPal, in general, has larger transfer amounts. Okay. So maybe it's up to $10,000 in some cases. All right. Google Pay. It's obviously great for Android users and Google fans. It's accepted at many retail outlets, and that's growing, basically daily. Google Pay is going to be accepted at more and more places as you start going out. It's great with digital wallet, okay? And it's also available on Apple devices. All right. Apple Pay, Apple Pay's great for Apple users. You know, a lot of times people who are Apple people, you know, they like to stay with Apple products, so it's great for them. It's also used in their digital wallet. It's easy to use at many retail outlets. You know, almost everywhere now you can use Apple Pay. You can request or send money through your messages on your iPhone with your contacts. Anybody in your contacts who's an Apple user, who has Apple Pay, you can send or receive money from them through messages. The bad thing is it doesn't work with non-Apple devices. All right. Are they safe? What you can do to make these safer. Okay. All of these apps use a high level of security to encrypt your financial information, but like everything else, they're subject to hacks and scams, so you need to be careful. Make sure you use an extra PIN number. Make sure you opt in for notifications on every transaction. That way you know what's going in and what's coming out. And only transfer money to people you know or receive money from people you know, okay? Or with the ones who, like Apple Pay, where you're making retail purchases, you should feel safe there, but just be careful, all right? Other things you might wanna know, be aware of fees. A lot of these apps allow transactions that are free, but some apps, depending on how you're sending money or receiving money, might have a fee associated with those transactions. All right, be aware of how long it takes to receive the money in your account. Some apps require you to transfer money to your account, which takes time. Usually it's just 1 or maybe 2 business days, but it's not immediate, okay? And be careful entering the information of the person you're making a payment to. Like I said earlier, any typo could lead to the money going to the wrong individual, okay? So these P2P payment apps are fantastic. They make things easier. A lot of times people just use it to transfer money between friends and family. But make sure you research the options that you want to use, and then follow along with their structure, and you're good to go.